Just to say that we have been here for 2 days, 2 incredible days, so many different topics, full room, quality of the speakers. We learned, we felt the passion, the commitment and the engagement of this community. And I was wondering while I was listening to everyone under a deep learning mode, it's all about us, right? Human beings, the species, the sapiens, and our quest to understand. We've been doing that for centuries, ever since we can remember, and possibly that's where we are standing today. And data science as a mixture of different layers of knowledge of different fields of science brings us to a place where maybe we can find answers to questions that have been here for so long. And in fact, data science enables us to develop knowledge like never before. So it's an opportunity for us to engage and to make a difference. And we've seen, surprising topics like art that was brought today by Stephen. So art is interpretation of information. So the question is, artificial art in the end? Is it important, art, if it comes from humans? Or if as humans we define what is artificial intelligence, then the result is also part of our own work. So a lot of intriguing questions that we saw during these 2 days. Some key takeaways. I think we're all in the beginning, right? The ground technology has been here for many years. People in this room have been working in data science. Initially, there was not even a name for that, but they have been working in that field for many years. But we now have the alignment of conditions like, availability of data, computer power to enable us to go further. So we have, like Harry said, to work further now to achieve sustainability. So we have a lot of challenges in the way, but this is just the beginning. Another takeaway is this is part of an all. So it's not, as Antonio Alegria was saying, this is part of a global evolution. We've been, as humankind, seen a lot of different revolutions, like agricultural revolution, industrial revolution, and this is just another part of those steps that we have been firmly taking along the way. And also, this is multidisciplinary, so it's not just one field of knowledge, but a lot of fields that are put together. So we are, in fact, working as part of an all. We also have another challenge or another takeaway from what we heard during these 2 days is that we are under the construction of an industry. So Bruno Soares and Harry again mentioned this specifically. They said that things like we have to build a machine of data science, we have to build a business, we have to create value with sustainability. So it brings us to the creation of a market. Nothing happens under a sustainability platform without a market supporting the development of a certain field. And for that, we need, for a market, we need buyers, we need sellers, and we now have also to work to improve the buying capacity of this market. So narrow the bridge between what is science and the knowledge of the several business leaders is another topic that we've touched during the days here. It's extremely important. It was the panel, the last panel that we had yesterday. So strengthen competencies and build more the availability of more service providers. Regulations and laws, it's always arguable if they should be there or not, but in the end we know that regulations are supporting a platform of every industry skill set. They have been mentioned several times during these 2 days, the need for more human power to be able to make this industry happen. So to build a value chain like it was referred by Bruno Soares to fill the institutional voids. Another key takeaway, moral and ethics. Courtney Abercrombie and Joanna Gonçalves touched that yesterday. These two words have been used interchangeably, which is moral and ethics. ethics, more the code that we as humans write, like religions and code of conduct of a company. Those are institutions. We have the moral, which is the beliefs of everyone about what is right and what is wrong. And we have to navigate through these ethics and morals to build what is going to be the right thing to do in the end. But, these are also concepts that are collective abstractions. So what is good and what is wrong? For example, slavery. For example, animal abuse nowadays. For example, the environmental damage that maybe we are doing to the world during these last 2 centuries. Is it moral? Apparently, it's not yet been discussed, and we have to see how the developments in data science are managed under these several concepts. One intriguing question is the super artificial intelligence that Manuel Diaz from Microsoft was telling us about yesterday. So the last and final stage of artificial intelligence. If it's going to beat the humans, shouldn't we delegate on that artificial intelligence the construction of the final ethical code for us as human beings? So intriguing questions that we should follow very closely. And 2 last takeaways: a universe of opportunities, so a lot of things to do, the art science, the cultural changes, transforming systems and organizations, new businesses, regulations, and a lot of questions. So what is going to be the impact in labor, the way of life for all of us, and ultimately the fear of us as a human species to not be here anymore as a dominant species, which is the ultimate fear that we all have. And along these several decades, we saw all these movies about aliens coming from Mars and taking the planet, and maybe we have the aliens sitting in this room, who knows? So just to finish, much is to be done. This is only the beginning. Thank you so much, the sponsors, the speakers, the supporting teams and the logistic crews that were working very silent as always. Well, not the university and all the participants, obviously all of you. And the final request is, for everyone to be part of this engagement of the DSPA, to join, to engage, to come for a purpose, to be a leader with us every day. We need you. We need you as drivers of change to continue to be, what we want to be a facilitator, to be someone or an organization that is helping to build bridges. So take part in this beautiful journey, please. Let's empower data science for a better world, and see you next year. Thank you so much.